Hello and welcome to the third video of my tier list ranking. Today we're gonna have a match with the Tachibana L. I think there's another one, Tachibana. I forgot its name, but yeah. The Tachibana L is basically like in a way like the Umikaze, a lot like it. For example, the unupgraded one, because the Tachibana L premium variant has 7,000 hit points. The torpedoes are exactly the same, mostly. Well, unless you upgrade to 8 kilometers on the, Omikaze, but it's basically as the same as the Omikaze. But the difference between the Tachibana L and the Omikaze is that even though it has less HP and, no, you can't change the 8 kilometers torpedoes on the Tachibana. The Tachibana Lima has 5 main battery 76mm cannons instead of the 2 or 3 on the Umikaze. So you have no secondaries compared to the Umikaze, but your secondaries become your main battery basically. The Tachibana L is a very, well, to be fair, a very unique Japanese ship because it has such low hit points compared to the Umikaze, like 3,000 less, which might look bad on paper, but in my opinion, the Tachibana L has a better main battery than the Umikaze. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, the Tachibana L sadly is also a bit slower. But it depends on if you want to have the Umikaze with free 120mm or the 76mm you can have on the Tachibana. But yeah, it's a pretty great ship in my opinion. It's hard to pick what you want. I think the Tachibana L is a bit more fun because you have more main battery guns. So you can, use them more aggressively in a push. But you gotta be careful with your low HP compared to most other ships you might meet at your tier. But thankfully, even though the Tachibana L has, it looks, it has lower HP and you can't change torpedoes. It's thankfully, well, it's not a huge upgrade, but your main detectability range is 5.2. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it can go down to 4.7 kilometers, which is amazing, actually. Yeah, that's basically what I gotta say about Tachibana L. I don't got a lot to say about it because it's mostly just not a copy and paste of the Umikaze, but it's basically a unique ship in its own right. The Tachibana L is premium, as I said. If I'm not mistaken, you can get the normal Tachibana on the armory, which is a normal rarity, uncommon, I think. Yeah, well, not a normal rarity. Normal rarities are common. But yeah, if you want, you can go to armory and check it out. I have the L, which is a rare variant. I don't remember how I got the ship, but it's basically just a different color scheme of Tachibana, mostly. But yeah, that's basically what it is. Tachibana is basically it's a sister ship of the Umikaze. But yeah, I think that's about the bit I want to talk about Tachibana, and let's go over to the tier list ranking. Alright, where do I want to put the Tachibana Lima? Since, I don't have the normal Tachibana, but it's basically the same. Alright, so the Tachibana Lima, I think it's actually higher up than the Umikaze. I think it's actually better than the Umikaze. No, you know what? Never mind. I think the Umikaze is slightly better due to you can have the 8 kilometers torpedoes, which is very nice. Sorry, I forgot to mention it on the previous video. I had to, mention it, I think. But yeah, it's basically the Umikaze in a way. For example, in a way you can think of it like this. Umikaze is the left destroyer line, which mostly is just focused on torpedoes. And the right one is kind of like the right line, which is mostly just focused on high firing main batteries, even though you don't fire that fast. But it's pretty much kind of like this that comparison, I suppose. And next, how fun is it? All right, so yeah, I think it's slightly funner than the Umikaze actually, due to having the more batteries you can fire, and it feels a bit safer and more fun to use, in my opinion, that way. You can also, it depends. Do you want the long range torpedoes or the short range torpedoes, but more gun batteries? Yeah, but it's basically just depending on what you want to pick. This both are good torpedo boats slash destroyers. But yeah, I think this you might have a different opinion on those two. Tell me in the comments if you want to. Uh, if you want any tips on how to play the ships, I'll try to, answer the comments and give you some tips if I can. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. And on the next video, we will be going over the Shikuma, which is a tier 2 cruiser. But yeah, see you on the next one. Have a great day.